If you'd like to purchase Magic Online cards at competitive prices, check out our web store at mtgoacademy.com/store.
Okay, here we are for the first round, and yeah, we're going to play first with this deck, I think, pretty much every time. This seems fine. We'll keep it. Drawing a mountain here would be sweet. Get our Kragma Butcher going. Alright, well, this will have to work. Play a Crackling Triton and say go. We're just going to block. Since he has to attack, it kind of takes a bluffing angle out of it. If he's got the trick, he's got the trick, but we don't get any information because of his attack, so we just block. End step. Magma Jet. Alright, looks like he wants to try to ride this Deathbellow Raider as best he can. And we're certainly going to do what we can do to stop it. I think I'm just going to run out this other Crackling Triton here. Wavecrash Triton does a good job too, but I really don't want it to die, because whatever he casts next, it's going to be its job to get Fate Foretolded up and lock that down for a little while. And if he does have a combat trick, I'd rather have him kill our Crackling Triton with it, since it's not really doing anything else anyway. And we're just going to keep blocking. All right, he does nothing, so that's reasonable for us. Let's play Wavecrash Triton. And yeah, I guess I'll just sit back again and attempt to eat his Deathbellow Raider here. There's some cards that can kind of get us here, Necrobite or something, but nothing that we're super worried about. And being able to just kill his thing for free would be obviously awesome. Alright, so all he did is regenerate there. So that's awesome. Let's see. Well, this is actually a little awkward. I'd actually rather not do this, but oh well. I want him to have to keep attacking with that thing and to save it, but we need to draw the card. And I could put it on Crackling Triton, but I'd rather put it here. So that means we're beating down. We're running a little bad on lands here. Haven't drawn one in a while. So we're going to need to find some pretty soon. Yeah, he's going to play a Warcaller. Okay. Lanzo? All right. So I've got some options. I can just bestow onto Wavecrash Triton, lock down his Kragma Warcaller. When this thing attacks, it's going to get 4 power, which is enough to kill our Crackling Triton. But it does seem reasonable to do. I don't think we're racing at this point, so I'm going to sit back. All right, so he's going to blow up our guy. We draw a card. Not a great one, not a terrible one. And now he has to attack with this thing. And If we block, he gets to kill both of our creatures and we get to kill his Death Bellow Raider. How do we feel about that? Probably fine. I mean, I don't love it, but that thing is going to be a pretty big problem until we draw our second red source. So I am actually just going to get rid of it. The problem is we're so cramped up, it's not like I'm going to be able to save up mana to use Everflame Eidolon to kill something here. So let's get rid of it and hope to draw a land here. Alright, we do. I think I just want to play Kragma Butcher and leave up Nullify here. And then we'll take a hit, and that's fine. And then we'll nullify something here probably, and then play Perforos's Emissary to trade for his Warcaller. I don't love taking 4 damage here, but I don't want to open ourselves up to like some bomby 6-drop that he might have. Yep. And also if we just draw a mountain, we can just kill his Warcaller with our Bolt. Alright, Stone Shock Giant. Definitely what we were hoping to not have to deal with here, so we'll kill that. And draw Athos's Emissary. That's interesting, but let's battle. And let's just play out our Perforos's Emissary here. I'm just looking to trade it off for the Warcaller here. I don't know, he's got 5 cards in hand, but I like our cards quite a bit, but that Warcaller is a big problem. Any random Minotaur that he draws becomes a big issue, and it makes it really hard to figure out if we're racing or not. I mean, we want to be able to attack him and then untap and kind of take our time, get a Sea God's Revenge in there somewhere. All right, he has another Asphyxiate. That's okay. If we draw red, I'll be pretty happy here. Whoop. Follow the Hammer, that also works. So if I just fire it off right now and he has Lightning Strike, then we get destroyed here. So I think that what I want to do here is attack. If he Lightning Strikes, then I can follow the Hammer in response. Alright, I don't think he has it. I think he would have killed that. Hopefully we don't get blown out here. Alright. Very nice. Now we say go. Take a little bit of damage. It's just, I'm trying to mitigate it. Because like, I'd rather have the Kragma Butcher back in some scenarios to block Tormented Hero. But it's like, if I attack, I get 4 damage in, and I basically find out if he has a Lightning Strike. I mean, he could be super patient and not play it there, but I got to kind of tip my hat to him if he takes that much damage. Jeez, Ember Swallower? And an Eidolon? My goodness. And we can't draw a land to save our life here. But I'm going to Dragon Mantle up our Kragma Butcher here. And hopefully draw a land. Well, we did sort of draw a land. He's 1 mana away from firing off that Ember Swallower. Which is really annoying because I wanted to Sea God's Revenge him, but in the meantime, what can I do? Yeah, if he hits his mana and he attacks with Ember Swallower, we're going to be in chump block mode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him a chump blocker here. Go ahead. If he hits that land, he can force us to chump block with Sphinx's Disciple. Oh man, Hero's Downfall? Oh, I guess we're just dead for... Yeah, we're just dead. I don't know why he actually even showed us Hero's Downfall. Because we can't block at all here. Alright, well, he's got infinite removal. But really, the story of that game was that we stumbled on mana for too long. I mean, that's really what that came down to. I'm going to board in the Crypsis and then Mnemonic Wall. I'm going to board out Sphinx's Disciple. I want the horse for sure. I want Pinnacle of Rage versus him. Basically, I want to turn this into a card advantage game. I'll cut one Fate Foretold since we've got a Crypsis in there anyway. I'm going to cut the Arena Athlete as well. All right. So hopefully we keep hitting our mana, which we do not here. I'm going to mulligan this one. Yeah, I'm gonna sad keep this one. We have a 5. Maybe I don't actually. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to mulligan this one too. We have a 5, a 6, a 5, and then an off-color card. Probably not a great 2-lander. I'm going to ship this one back too. Sad. This one we will keep. Yeah, I don't think I want to run this Emissary or this Eidolon out there. Making a 1/1 Fire Breathing with only one red mana source is pretty unexciting. I think I'd rather just wait for Perforos's Emissary to hit and then put it on there, just sort of as an insurance type situation. Yeah, Minotaur. All right. He's going to kill this, but we need to start somewhere, and we got to make him burn through his removal. So it'll probably asphyxiate this and just get in for 2. Oh, he's going to play a Baleful Eidolon and leave up some mana. I think I'm just going to play Kragma Butcher here. And I'm going to put the Dragon Mantle on it. Alright, even resolves. And we pick up a Fate Foretold, which doesn't do much here. I'm going to stay on the defense. We're very much trying to be the control deck here. Is this the Warcaller? No, this is a Stone Shock Giant. Alright. We can deal with this. We can pump this up and kill it. So we don't care that much about it. I mean, we do care about it, don't get me wrong, but it's not that big of a deal. So I think I want to Fate Foretold our Butcher. Just to keep the cards flowing here. And I'm just going to say go here. I can always go pump. Oh no, I can't actually do that anyway. I mean, I can just block and pump, which is okay. Yeah, that's fine. Because if that doesn't work, I can bestow the Eidolon on here. 1, 2, 3. Pump once and then follow the hammer 2. So if Stone Shock Giant becomes a big issue, I think we can work around it. And if he attacks with it, I'm just going to block. Block and pump. Looks like he's deep in the tank here. He's got something. Boon. All right. So he one for ones us there. I can live with that. Marshmith Titan. So I can make it up to 5 and then follow the hammer as well. So there's a chance I can trade it for both of these things. It's a little risky, but it'll probably work. Assumption is he's just going to send in the Marshmith Titan here. And we'll have to go for it. He wants to wait another turn before he can get to Stone Shock Giant activation. He's down to 2 cards left. Yeah, I'm going to go for it here. Does this happen? By pumping first, we get to play around Titan Strength a little bit here just because it doesn't save his Stone Shock. Good. Good. Now don't have a huge follow-up play. Because that wasn't, I mean, that was a 2 for 2. Like, we didn't destroy him or anything. We just stabilized. The sad fanatic. And here's a Wave Crash Triton. And a Crackling Triton too. So I think we're pretty stable here. We just need to start finding our card advantage stuff. Some way to get in with a Sphinx's Disciple or draw a Mnemonic Wall or just something to get us back ahead on cards. Sure, he's going to attack with Fanatic. Oh, he's not. Okay. All right. I'm just going to say go here. If we're just going to stare at each other for a while, I can live with that. I don't want to trade my Eidolon for one of these 2 Dirtles. I'd rather trade up for Fanatic or something like that. He's not going to attack though. And we draw a Bolt. Does that open up attacks for us here? I don't think it really does. I think we just say go here. I think if we play this game where we sit and stare at each other, it probably benefits us. Attacking with Fellhide Minotaur seems strange here. I think I just block here. If he makes a move, I sack it and kill his Fanatic. Oh yeah, that's great by me, because I get to counter this thing too. You can make an argument for killing the Fellhide Minotaur, but either way, he's not going to get his Scry. And that's nice. Nullify is good here. Is it good enough to go Bolt on your Baleful Eidolon and then get in for 100 with Everflame Eidolon? Actually, it's not 100. It's like 3. Probably. Because we also get to Scry here, which is pretty important. Yeah, I'm going to leave back the Wave Crash Triton. Searing Blood. All right. He has 1 card left. And we have a counter spell to hit anything really pesky. Seems fine. I mean, my assumption is that our top decks are better than his. I don't know if that's the truth. I obviously haven't seen his list. But he's played already 2 big things, basically 2 5-drop equivalents. And we've got some of those floating around in our deck here. I mean, I could just rip a Thassa's Emissary or something here and just sort of go to town. Any of our Bestow creatures are good here. Remember, we have 2 Nimbus Naiads floating around in this deck too. This is Perforos's Emissary. We're going to just Windmill nullify that. That thing puts huge pressure on us. Big stuff. Perplexing Chimera. Sweet. I actually get to see what this stupid card does. It's going to beat down, I'll tell you that. So now we have some protection in case he's drawn his bomb, if he has one. Still would love to see our Thassa's Emissary or something along those lines. Mogus's Marauder? No. You can have a Mogus's Marauder. He'll get in for 4 damage here, but I don't think I'm that worried about that. Excuse me. Go ahead. Go. No more lands. Thinking about doing something. Maybe a Hero's Downfall on our Chimera. Yeah, that's what it is. So what I can do is I can use it to kill one of his guys if I want, but then he gets the Chimera. So I think I'd rather just have him have these 2 kind of dirtles. So I'm just going to let it happen. So we take 2 here, and we just need to draw something. I mean, it kind of anything will do. Oh, good read. Thank you, thank you. There we go, a Nimbus Naiad. Suit him up. Tap down the actual Minotaur. It has bigger stats, but also just it's a Minotaur, so if he draws his guy, this is actually a human. Epiphany Storm. Is this guy going to go off with Epiphany Storm on me right now? It looks like it. Card is bad. Boo. Sea God's Revenge. All right. Basically, I want to do this because I want to knock that Epiphany Storm off. It's going to suck because he's going to get a chance to just give it haste anyway, but it'll take up his whole turn. And we get to scry one, which is pretty important here, but mainly I just want that Epiphany Storm gone. It's almost like we drew a card. So I'm going to attack here because he's going to be beating us down with those two creatures for one turn anyway. Come on, no more lands. We found that, at least we got that one out of the way. So we take 4 here, and then we've got this Nimbus Naiad that can block the Mogus's Marauder. And we're going to keep taking damage. All right, there's something. Back in business. No attacks. Erebos' Emissary with 1 card in hand. Shoot, that is so annoying. We might just have to risk it and take it here. What? That's kind of weird. I can chump block here with Nimbus Naiad. Yeah, that might actually just be a better play. Gosh, is it though? I'm trying to figure out how we actually win here. If I take it and he doesn't have anything, we go to 1. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take it. Well, now we get to chump block. Gotta find something. Crackler's not the worst ever, but it's certainly far from good. We're going to chump block with it, and then we're going to kill Mogus's Marauder. So we get something out of it, but yeah, this just isn't going to get us ahead. And this will kill us. No, actually this doesn't kill us either, does it? It just makes us double chump. I mean, it effectively kills us, but we're not dead this turn. Nope, that'll do it. All right, but these are Swiss, so we're going to get the next round and the next round after that.